first 100 days, I will send an immigration bill to the United States Senate with a pathway to citizenship for over 11 million undocumented people in America.
Well, there in his first TV interview since the election, President-elect Joe Biden prioritizing immigration as he aims to undo many of President Trump's policies that he has accomplished over the last almost 4 years. Here with reaction is Fox News contributor and retired ICE director Tom Homan. Tom, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve.
Okay, so there Joe Biden says in his first 100 days he'd like to send to Congress an immigration bill to do something to provide a pathway to citizenship for the at least 11 million undocumented people in this country. But I remember during the Obama-Biden administration, when they had unified government, they had control of the Senate, the House, the White House. They didn't do that then. What are the chances of it getting done now with the Republicans looking like they're going to run the Senate?
Well, let's put it this way. Joe Biden couldn't have said anything any worse than what he just said, because now he has created the perfect storm. What's going to happen on that border? You know, promising amnesty, and it's not 11 million. We've been talking 11, 12 million for a decade. Believe me, it's closer to 20 million. When you add that to his promises of ending the Remain in Mexico programs, so hundreds of thousands of asylum seekers can come here and be released in the United States before their hearing. When he wants to get rid of ICE detention, he wants to promise free health care. He wants to stop worksite enforcement operations. He wants to stop building the wall. You add all those things together, and now, on top of that, you put a talk of amnesty, the border's going to be out of control. Look, in 1986, they talked about amnesty. Border went out of control. In FY12, they gave DACA. What happened in 13, 14, 15? Hundreds of thousands of mothers dragged their children across the border to be the next DACA population. It's the worst thing he could have said. We are going to lose control of the border early next year.
Okay, so he's talking about he'd like to get something, he'd like to pass a bill, which, you know, I just don't see that happening at this point. But he could do things with executive order. As we heard the president during the run-up to the election at some of his rallies, he was talking about how during his administrations, he was able to get rid of catch and release via executive order. That has got to be one of a number of things that are going to come to an end.
Absolutely. Look, President Trump, whether you like him or love him, he has been more successful on this border than any president I'd worked for, starting with Ronald Reagan. Yeah. It's just, it's factual. Illegal immigration has been decreased by almost 80%. And that's because of what this President Trump has done. No help from Congress, no help from the courts. Matter of fact, they fought him every step of the way. Why would you undo such success? Because when there's less illegal immigration, Steve, there's less illegal drug flow and there's less death. There's less sexual assaults by the cartels. The cartels are celebrating what's happening in this country right now because they're back in business. The border numbers are already going up because they think Joe Biden is going to be the president, and they're open for business, and the flow has already started. It's a Biden effect, and it's already happening.
So the numbers are going up. I was going to ask you about that. So let me ask you about this. What about the men and women who protect the border? I know they have felt strongly about President Trump, and in fact, we've seen some of the Border Patrol unions support Donald Trump. How do you think you're going to be received by the Biden administration?
I think the morale is going to be at an all-time low. Look, I started my career in the Border Patrol. The Border Patrol's been begging for a border barrier. And this President Trump has given them what they asked for. People want to say it's a Trump, you know, it's a Trump wall, and it's his vanity wall. This is the wall that the Border Patrol agents have been asking for. It works. Every place they built a wall results in less illegal immigration and less drug flow. Yeah. It helps protect our agents. So the men and women standing on the front line, Joe Biden's already said he will stop building what they need. This is what the Border Patrol wanted, and he's going to take it away from them.
All right, Tom, we're going to end it there for this Thanksgiving Eve. Tom, how are you celebrating this holiday?
With my family at home eating a turkey, but I'm going to smoke a turkey.
I'd love the smoked turkey. 275, 3 hours, right? With the turkey breast, is that what you're going to do?
No, the whole turkey is going to be about 6 hours.
Okay, well, you're going to get up earlier than I am. All right, Tom, thank you very much, and our best to your family. Thank you, sir.
Happy Thanksgiving.